Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of NBA 2K18 My Career Offline. I am Jose Sports Gamer back with another video. Before we go into anything else, make sure to click that like button, subscribe if you're new. Also remember to click like to my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter on my JDynamite account. So anyways, this video is another Lakers video. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you will be like, is this the unofficial Lakers account or something? Because it keeps on talking about the Lakers in just about every single video. Well, to be fair, in the last NBA 2K18 My Career video, I did not talk about the Lakers. And in fact, in this video, I wasn't intending on talking about the Lakers until the Cavaliers trade that happened, in which they sent Isaiah Thomas to the Lakers alongside Channing Frye and a first-round draft pick from the Cavaliers for Larry Nance Jr. and Jordan Clarkson. Now, okay, so this is a great trade for the Lakers because they're getting a star player in Isaiah Thomas. I know that a lot of people are going to argue that, yeah, he hasn't done that great so far this year. He's been tearing it up the wrong way. He's been a nightmare for the Cavaliers inside the organization. However, with that argument, all I have to say is that just last year, he was an MVP candidate. And that former MVP candidate says bad things about your team. I mean, it doesn't matter if you haven't won anything. It's just, if somebody is trying to work hard to win championships, I mean, even if he hasn't won anything yet, it's like he is trying to warn people of something's not going on right. And in fact, his comments are more valid when you understand that the Cavaliers have been on an inconsistent run or something like that. They've been winning and losing, and it's just they just cannot find that consistency. Some people will point the finger at Isaiah Thomas, and it's like, well, why would you point the finger at him? I mean, I don't know. They were inconsistent even before he started playing for the Cavaliers. I mean, how at that point could you point the finger at him? You just can't. Even if you could, I mean, again, they have always been inconsistent. Even before he came to the team, he was inconsistent. The Cavaliers were inconsistent. Now, if Isaiah Thomas can turn into the player he was last year with the Boston Celtics, the Lakers have a legitimate shot at actually making the playoffs. And they've had a shot at making the playoffs over the past few weeks because they've been on a good run. Sure, they are on these certain times when they have a 2-game losing streak, but they counterbalance that with 3-game winning streaks, 4 games, 5, something like that. That record of 22-31 as of I'm recording this video, and I don't know how it's gonna be tomorrow. We're just gonna have to see how the comment is, how the conversation would be about how the Lakers will be. So yeah, Isaiah Thomas' first game could very well be today's game. Today's game as of this point where I'm recording this video. I'm sorry, I'm doing like blah, blah, blah. Anyways, the thing is, Isaiah Thomas will be a huge help for the Lakers. I mean, even if he's at 50% capacity, that should be somewhat enough to keep the Lakers on a good run to get to the playoffs. And I know that even if the Lakers do make the playoffs, they're not gonna go that far. They're not gonna make a deep run into it. I'm not expecting that anyways from the Lakers. I'm just expecting them to make the playoffs. And the thing is that when they were on that 9-game losing streak, my hopes were vanished. I mean, I thought that the Lakers were done for this season. I mean, and I even made a video where I said they had to make things interesting, and thank goodness they have made things interesting so far, to the point where if they continue on this nice run, they can actually make the playoffs. I mean, just imagine the Lakers being like a 42-40, 41-41, 43-39. It could actually be possible. I mean, there's some part of the season left for the Lakers. I mean, they could legitimately make the playoffs of the 8th seed, maybe 7th seed, depending on how things go. Especially after things that have happened for the Lakers. Sorry, for certain teams in the Western Conference, like the Marcus Cousins getting injured. I hope that he gets a speedy recovery. Also the Clippers trading Blake Griffin. That's also going to impact the Clippers on a somewhat negative state. I don't think that the negative impact is going to be that big, especially since they acquired good players in the trade. But I still think it's going to sting a little because it's messing up with the chemistry and all that type of stuff. And I know that's a thing that we're going to have to talk about with Isaiah Thomas. Like, even though he's a star, like, you're messing with the team chemistry. Jordan Clarkson has been a Laker for years. The same thing with Jordan Clarkson. You're bringing someone that's new to your team. But, the positives counteract the negatives in this one. Let's see how the rest of the season goes. I predict that the Lakers become a playoff team, at least an 8th seed team by my estimates. I might actually predict that even if they go to the playoffs, they might get swept. They might win one game at most. I don't even think they're gonna win 2 games if they even make the playoffs this year. But the fact that they would enter the playoffs would actually kind of exceed my expectations at this point. Just yes, I'm saying they're gonna make the playoffs, so that's an expectation. Best case scenario kind of thing. For now, I would expect him to win at least 35 games. This is actually really possible with how they're going on so far with this run. But yeah, anything can happen from here on out. Going back to Isaiah Thomas, if he gets back to his Boston Celtics form, or at least his Phoenix Suns form, or any kind of form in which he can contribute to the Lakers squad, like the Lakers are set to make a legitimate run at trying to make the playoffs. Maybe even if they don't make the playoffs, at least try to get to the 9th seed or something like that. Try to make the potential free agents be like, maybe if I go to the Lakers, I have a legitimate shot at actually winning a championship, or at least having a deep playoff run. This could be more than enough to convince LeBron James to become a Laker. Who knows? I'm not sure about this kind of stuff. I'm just saying. So ignore me when I say LeBron will be a Laker next season. But making at least an interesting run could make the potential free agents turn their heads towards the Lakers and be like, I see what they have here. I mean, a couple more years, if they already developing, if they have with their young core, if only they have a couple more players in here, we could make a deep run at this thing for years to come, maybe for the next 5 to 10 years, who knows, depending on how things go. Another thing I would have to wonder is the longevity of Isaiah Thomas with the Lakers. I mean, if they make a legitimate run at the playoffs, I kind of see him staying with the Lakers, but for how much money, I really don't know. That's the thing that we're gonna have to talk about when once the offseason kicks in. But for now, let's all I could say is that Isaiah Thomas' future will be completely dependent on how the Lakers do with the rest of the season. If they can actually find a way to make the playoffs, he might say, and see if he can, and see some great free agent actually goes to the Lakers, like again LeBron James or Paul George. Like again, who knows? We're gonna have to see what happens here and out. For now, I'm gonna say Isaiah Thomas's longevity when it comes to his market is kind of questionable, especially if he performs. If he doesn't perform up to his high standards that he had with Boston, and instead he placed the standards he had with the Cavaliers, then his free agency stock will drop significantly. If he wants to have a good contract, he has to play at least. He has to be a great player. He has to play like he was with the Boston Celtics again. You know, when he was an MVP candidate and something like that. At least for what's left for the season. I'm not saying that he will be an MVP candidate. It's too late for that. But at least play like he was on a run for the MVP. You know, score 30 plus points, like, and also 8 to 9 assists. Get 5 to 6 rebounds, something like that. You know, I'm just saying. You know, metrics, whatever the case may be. And not an exact science or whatever. But yeah. When it comes to Isaiah Thomas's trade, I think that the Lakers have more positives than negatives. They still have some question marks there, however, like I said. To recap all of this, to summarize it all, Isaiah Thomas is a great player when on fire. He can score 30 points a game. He can, you know, he's a solid point guard. And rumor has it that Luke Walton is expecting to incorporate both Lonzo Ball and Isaiah Thomas at the court at the same time. We're gonna have to see how that works out, especially with Caldwell Pope still on the team. And then we're gonna have to, then there's the longevity of Isaiah Thomas' future with the Lakers and his free agency market going on in the future. And then we're gonna have to see how the lineup works. If it works, if it doesn't work, we're gonna have to see. Who knows? But yeah. And that's all I want to say. Maybe I was, you know, rambling and you know how I am. I ramble and bamble, and sometimes I repeat stuff like 2 or 3 times in the same video. But I try to make a point. You know, the point is, you know, the Lakers, you know, their future looks bright, and I know I've said that for years now. Ever since their first bad year a few years ago. But this time it's like you can definitely see their future is bright. They have Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball. Who else? They have Brandon Ingram. Now you had Isaiah Thomas. Now you have the potential of bringing someone big, a superstar next year. The Lakers could make a legitimate run of things. I mean, who knows? But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Also, make sure to check out my Facebook page, like my Facebook page, and also follow me on Twitter at JDynamite2. And also make sure to check out my last video, which was YouTuber vs. YouTuber Showdown Episode 2. I will have the links to all those stuff in the description. So in case you're new to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time with another video. Peace.